still got that no cussing shit? So.
Can you believe they said that?
Look, they said the word wouldn't.
I've heard that. And
Shit, what is that?
This
why would you say that?
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? What up, everybody? It is I, that one guy, J Ones.
You know what it is. Your boy Hefty Lefty 1016. What's the deal?
It's everybody's favorite weekly recap show, man. The Who Said That?
They said that?
Podcast. All right, everybody, man. We back.
Yeah, we in this bitch.
Hefty's back.
Well, you know. I can, I will. You know what I'm saying?
That's my guy. That's my fucking guy right there.
That won't change. Hey, listen. For real.
Yeah, that's sir. Niggas, we don't get no bigger, man. Right?
Tell 'em.
Type shit.
I'm not.
So, how you been, man?
Blessed to be, as always, man. Every day is an opportunity to change your reality. So I'm firm on that. It ain't always been good, but my faith don't waver. So I'm good. I'm here. I'm alive. I got another opportunity, as I said. So I'm good. What about yourself, man? Everything all right?
Everything good, man. We over here, we just doing our thing, man. Every week, trying to bring out these shows and other shows, and plotting and formulating other things and other opportunities.
Exactly.
And like, if anybody knows me, you know I'm always trying to be creative and helping other people be creative and all that kind of stuff. So nothing ain't gonna stop with that, man. But
For sure.
shit, man, I'm just ready here to get this show right here started. But
Right.
before we do that, hold up, everybody, give me a quick timeout real quick. I gotta grab something.
Time out.
Yeah, it ain't nothing really important, but I gotta get it anyway.
Got to do it. I guess I leave y'all with me. You know what I mean? And it's not a bad place to be. It's gonna be interesting. You know, we're gonna touch up on the natural shit. We touch up on politics and social interest, and you know, whatever's going on right now. Sports a little bit. You know, we do our shit. So buckle in. You know, strap in. Enjoy the ride. You know, always remember to subscribe, like, follow, comment. You know, that shit helps us a lot. You know what I mean? The support is definitely appreciated and needed. So please do. Please do. But yeah, I don't know. I ain't been making no noise. You know, raising babies and going to work. You know, trying to be an outstanding citizen of society. You feel me? Trying to do my due diligence around this bitch. You know what I mean? We about to tap into these things.
I'm here. I'm back. People, if y'all didn't realize, I needed a lighter. I didn't have one, and I still don't have one because I couldn't find one.
Compromise.
Stove.
There you go. There you have it.
There you have it, man. Sometimes you gotta go old school with it. Where we at with it right now? We all okay. All right, man. So we're gonna get into this per usual, man, and get into these news subjects. Man. We got a lot of news, man. We ain't been here in a minute. Got some things that been going on in this country that,
Good evening. We begin tonight with the breaking news right here in Beijing. President Trump's mission to China, his high-stakes summit with President Xi. The two leaders about to meet for a second round of talks here. President Trump welcomed by President Xi with an elaborate ceremony at the Great Hall of the People. President Trump using flattery, calling President Xi a great leader here. Behind the scenes, the summit taking a serious turn. President Trump focusing on the war in Iran, asking China for help with its ally, Iran. The U.S. hoping China could put pressure on Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. President Xi delivering his own message here, a sharp warning to the U.S. about Taiwan. ABC's Mary Bruce here in Beijing, leading us off tonight.
China giving President Trump the kind of spectacle he loves. Elaborate military displays. Children jumping and cheering. The full power of the Chinese state on display as the American delegation filed into the Great Hall of the People. Secretary of State Marco Rubio marveling at the ornate ceiling. Cameras jostling to get the shot as Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping entered the room. Trump lavishing praise on his host, calling Xi a friend, celebrating their, quote, fantastic relationship.
Such respect for China, the job you've done. You're a great leader. I say it to everybody. You're a great leader. Sometimes people don't like me saying it, but I say it anyway because it's true.
Xi taking a different, more formal tone.
双方合则两利。
When our two sides cooperate, both benefit, he said. When we confront each other, both suffer. China and the United States should be partners instead of rivals. Trump brought with him the nation's leading CEOs, hoping to forge new ties on trade and technology. But according to Chinese state media, behind closed doors, Xi delivered a stark warning to the American president. Do not interfere in China's efforts to take over Taiwan. Threatening if handled poorly, the two countries will clash or even come into conflict, pushing the entire U.S.-China relationship into a very dangerous situation. Taiwan is an independent democracy, but China says it belongs to them, threatening to take it by force if necessary. After the meeting, both men tight-lipped.
How are your talks, sir?
It's great.
Did you talk about Taiwan?
Great place. Incredible. China's beautiful.
Trump came to Beijing with his own request that Xi use his influence over China's close ally, Iran, to open up the Strait of Hormuz, blockaded since Trump launched the war more than 10 weeks ago.
He said, if I can be of any help at all, I would like to be of help.
But it's unclear if Xi agreed to pressure Iran.
He said he's not going to give military equipment. That's a big statement. He said that today. That's a big statement. He said that strongly. But at the same time, he said, you know, they buy a lot of their oil there, and they'd like to keep doing that.
And David, China was out first with its statement, that warning about Taiwan. The White House readout came hours later and didn't lay out any specific progress, either on trade or Iran. And Xi has now announced he'll soon be welcoming another big visitor, Vladimir Putin. David.
Vladimir Putin coming here to China next. Mary Bruce leading us off here tonight. Mary, thank you.
So there you have it, man. Our president over there in China talking about Taiwan, Iran, trades, and just amongst other things, and just security, all kind of different things with the Chinese leaders. That too much. That's my little finger. So I was like, that's funny. We was talking about off camera that like China's like rarely ever comes over this way. Like maybe we need to have these negotiations on our soil, our turf, because I don't be seeing the deals. I don't be seeing what we get out of this shit.
To me, it sounds like, you know, it's gonna be you scratch our back, we scratch your back. You help us with Iran, you stay out of Taiwan type shit. If that's the case, that's what it seemed like. That's what I got from it. So I don't know what supporting Taiwan would mean from the U.S. standpoint.
That's one of our allies.
Okay, so that's not going to be a good look.
Yeah.
And I'm been a firm believer in like some of this shit, like we need to kind of stay out that shit anyway. So I'm not opposed to letting these motherfuckers do whatever they need to do.
That's
you know
that's one of the Taiwan is one of the only is like the only place in the world that makes like the world's like supercomputer chips, and like we don't sell those to China and stuff. So like everything, like we get the most advanced stuff from Taiwan because they're like the only people that know how to make this shit, and they don't sell stuff to China. That's why they want to invade Taiwan to get that kind of technology back. But we're their security. We told them like, yo, don't worry about them. We got you. It's like, because they're a democracy.
I'd rather not go. I'd rather not go head up with China. You know what I mean? If we ain't got to. You know what I mean? In my opinion. I'm not pro-war at all, to be honest with you. I feel like we should all be able to come to a peaceful resolution and the things we need. But unfortunately, you got people out there that feel different. So with that being said, if we bargaining, in this kind of situation, I don't know if we need China support to do anything about Iran or not. You know what I mean? I think we can still accomplish what we need to accomplish without reaching out that way. But at the same time, I don't know what interference with Taiwan would mean for the country as well. So,
yeah, we lose.
I'm just not educated.
All of our super chip, like all the the chips for the computers, like all the brand new computers and stuff.
Right.
Quantum computers and all that kind of stuff. The chips that go to that, like people in Taiwan make those, and like we don't have the technology to do it here. They have it patented and all that kind of stuff. It takes us a while to even build the machine that does that. To make that shit, it would take forever. So it's just cheaper to keep her, and we're keeping that kind of stuff away from somebody else, our biggest rival and competitor.
Yeah, well, it don't sound like it's gonna spell anything positive in the long run. So I don't know. That's a touchy subject. I just hope for a peaceful resolution on all ends when it comes to Iran and America and Taiwan and China. Hopefully, they can all come to some kind of peaceful decision and everybody can, instead of killing a bunch of innocent people in the process.
I know, over money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At the end of the day.
Congresswoman, any reaction to this $1.7 billion slush fund that Trump is proposing from the IRS for January 6 insurrectionists and pardoned fraudsters?
I mean, he's using the entire government as a slush fund at this point, extorting everyone and anyone he can. And this whole thing is just a piggy bank that they're using. They're robbing everybody of their health care in order to become billionaires, and they're going to cut loose. And it's one of the most unpatriotic and un-American acts I've seen in my entire life, and probably in modern political history.
Got it.
Yeah. Cortez talking about Trump's fund that he's starting for the people who participate. For the people who participated in January 6th, and basically himself too, for being
the influence behind that shit.
A victim of it. It's like he's trying to give people who participated in January 6th, like basically reparations. It's like they were unfairly prosecuted, him and them.
Give niggas our reparations before you give anybody else in there. I'm sorry. You need ours right away.
I'm just saying.
Right away, yesterday, like, and then start working on everybody else shit. But yeah, it sounds like it's not good for medical benefits for people, you know what I mean? It sounds like there's a lot of cons in relation to that. So, and then it's the law to have medical coverage. So to cut that, and forcibly make people break the law, don't really sound like a good idea to me. You know what I mean? It's just expensive.
It just gets very, very expensive with that. I ain't even really want to touch too much on this one. I just want to put that out there, let people know what's going on. Yeah. Where your money finna go.
Now to the major Supreme Court ruling today limiting the landmark Voting Rights Act signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson back in 1965 at the height of the civil rights movement. How this decision could now reshape the midterms and the face of Congress. Here's Rachel Scott.
Tonight, in a ruling that could reshape the future makeup of Congress, the Supreme Court limiting the use of race to determine how congressional districts are drawn, slicing away at the landmark Voting Rights Act, signed into law by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1965 at the height of the civil rights movement. It came after a group of white voters in Louisiana argued one of the state's two majority black districts was improperly drawn, relying too heavily on race. Tonight, the court's 6 conservative justices agreed. Justice Samuel Alito writing, allowing race to play any part in government decision-making represents a departure from the constitutional rule. Republicans, including Louisiana's governor, rejoicing.
I think this whole race baiting, race issue on the redistricting has been put to bed finally once and for all.
Justice Alito writing, the only time race can be a factor is when there's evidence the state intentionally drew its districts to afford minority voters less opportunity because of their race. Alito noting that social change has occurred throughout the country, and particularly in the South, which have made great strides in ending entrenched racial discrimination. But Democrats point out with this ruling, only one of Louisiana's 6 congressional districts will be majority black, even though black voters make up 1/3 of the state.
This is one huge step backwards for racial justice and for the health of our democracy.
In a scathing dissent, Justice Elena Kagan declaring, if other states follow Louisiana's lead, the minority citizens residing there will no longer have an equal opportunity to elect candidates of their choice.
Which exactly happened, like in places like Tennessee, they immediately redrew their lines. Alabama redrew lines, and other states are trying to redraw lines right now. And like I know Tennessee succeeded, and like there are no black districts left, and like they completely split Memphis into like 3 districts that stretch like 300 miles away from where it starts, but like just to dilute the black vote. But according to black people that be online with a big loud mouth, that your vote doesn't count, and it's been all this trouble to dilute the vote.
Must count for some if they spend billions of dollars to dilute it. So, and I'm one of those. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I vote or I participate in politics like that. But my take on it is, if our vote doesn't count, then I shouldn't have to abide by the laws that I can't even vote or against. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion on it. You know what I mean? If it gets that drastic, you can't hold me accountable for some shit that I didn't even agree or disagree to. So, you know what I mean? Can I get a free pass when it comes to shit, or are you gonna still hold me to that standard? You know what I'm saying? How does that work exactly?
No, you still held to the standard.
But I ain't got no say so in it. But I still gotta, that's bullshit.
See, but that's why you're supposed to, because you're gonna get held to it, you might as well vote.
Might as well vote.
You might as well put your fucking 2 cents in it, because it don't.
Right, because it's gonna affect you regardless.
It's gonna affect you any goddamn way. It affects voting. Like, people don't realize how deep it goes. Like there's like certain fruits that are not in our country. Simple stuff like that, because of the way we vote. It was like, nah, we can't make money off of that. So like nah, no, we can't have those kind of nuts. It's like here, it's like, we can't have those over here. We can't have that car. Like, do you realize, like, they got like the Chinese cars and stuff that they're finna start putting in Canada because of what Trump did? I was like, so Trump's tariffs and all that kind of stuff affected Canada.
Right.
And they were like, okay, so we can't sell our cars, like these extra cars and all that kind of stuff, from our places and all that stuff in America, and we can't sell y'all our lumber and our steel and all that kind of stuff, so we need cars, like, and then if we import your cars, you want tariffs and all that kind of stuff on that shit too. So China they have now opened up their borders to Chinese cars and stuff. It's like way cheaper. Like the electric cars, they got electric cars that go from 8% charge to like 60-something% charge in 5 minutes.
It's crazy.
It was like,
but how long does that last? Like, when you get out of that?
That car lasts as long as your car lasts.
That don't answer the question. What you mean?
Like if you tried to put a Tesla on charger to charge, it's gonna take like
right
40 minutes.
But that charge, that amount of charge will last me so long, right?
so many miles.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, no, they got their mileage is just as good, if not better.
Just as good. Okay.
Just as not good as not better. That's like, and it's because they have like a true open market over there, like, and they're not monopolizing and being greedy.
Right, being greedy fucks.
They got very much affordable cars over there for our American, like, 'cause their money is just pretty much as much as ours at this point with inflation and all that kind of stuff. What our dollar is doing. I was like, they got cars that like we would have to pay like $30,000 for over here. We go over there, we would spend like 5 G's. Come home with a car,
man. Brand new e-vehicle, right?
But America.
Greed.
America.
Greed's a motherfucker.
America. That's what it is. Breaking up. Like, it's person good.
Well, there's only a couple like Shebang. I fuck with Shebang. And then what's the other one? Plot Twist. I fuck with Plot Twist. Outside of that, I was really having a hard time.
Finding something that stands out.
Yeah, sticking to something.
That's how the album's sounding right now.
Well, I'm not mad at it. Like, it's not. I don't know. I won't say it's trash, but it's not.
No, it's just not.
It's all right.
It's all right. It might be something that grows on the population later, especially Drake usually gets heavy run,
right?
And like on the radio station, so
right.
It's like it'll be that song that's played over and over and over again until we like, this isn't bad.
And we West Coast niggas, so like it ain't no bias here. You feel me? We West Coast niggas. We know about the K-Dot shit. I'm just gonna give my honest opinion. I don't have nothing against Drake.
And we have no skin in the game.
Yeah,
we don't,
exactly.
We don't
know. Paid by none of these niggas for
we don't know nobody at PG Lang or
none of that
TD, OVO, none of that shit. We don't get paid from none of them.
So just honest opinion.
Like I've been saying the whole time of the beef, I was like, I'm not gonna stop being a fan of Drake. I like his music. I'm not gonna ja Rule this nigga. It's like I always said, I regretted that back in the day. I was like looking back on it. I was like, nah, we shouldn't have stopped listening to Ja Rule for 50. I was like, we should have just listened to.
I was big on Ja Rule too. I was fucking with 52, but I don't know. I didn't really understand how that all fell apart. I guess the feds had something to do with it. Yeah, timing and shit.
All that timing, but I'm just saying, us as fans, like when he released stuff, like we should have
supported it.
We should have supported that because he was making good music.
He was making good music, yeah. He was making good music.
But hey, man, Drake out here, his album's out. He looks like he's still taking shots at Kendrick. He's taking shots at LeBron. A whole bunch of his critics, like Joe Budden's. Like, it seems salty. Like, that's what it came off.
Yeah, I
mean,
it's
like, damn, man, move on. Like, that was my best advice was just act like that shit didn't happen. Move on.
I'm not one to entertain shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm more face to face type shit. Like, I catch you when I see you type shit, but I'm not about to be going back and forth like that. That's not my style.
Exactly. And like, in the fact that that's what it feels like in this situation, that it's gonna just keep going back.
Going back and forth now. Seems like that.
It was like
when K-Dot drop, what is it gonna be about?
K-Dot, all he has to do is just drop a dope album and he wins.
Right.
Like,
don't even acknowledge him.
But
drop some heat.
Just drop a heater at this point. He was like, I don't even gotta acknowledge you no more. Like, did you hear your last project?
True enough.
It's like, Comes the fireman.
And then surprisingly, Future was on the album.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't see
made
that
up.
coming.
They made up or cleared the old song.
Which is, I mean, I'm all about peace. You feel me?
Yeah.
I like it. I love it.
Goes
Especially
with
when
my
it come to our people. You know what I mean? I don't think we need to be at each other's throats. So
goes with my narrative of people don't need to not be Drake fans and all that kind of stuff. It just is what it is. Like I'm no less of a Jay-Z fan because he lost the battle in my eyes
to Nas.
Nas.
That ether.
Yeah.
That shit that make your soul burn slow. That nigga. Man.
They shooting.
I made you look. Hey. Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm not no less than a Jay fan. You know, when the Black Album dropped, we was on the Black Album crazy when I was younger. That shit was different. But yeah, no, I feel you. Hopefully it'll be more making up in the rap game and more collaboration, you know, so we can get more.
We need another poetic justice.
Quality, yeah, exactly. More quality content for sure.
I don't know if that will happen, but
we don't know, but you know, this is wishful thinking. We'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
In real time, this is live television. To put our fucking beef behind us, I am offering you an olive branch of peace. I want to be a brother. I want to be a friend. Cat, I want to move on. Can we move on, man? Can we move on? Cat Williams, one time, man. Tell me Cat fucking Williams.
That was good too, in my opinion. You know, I'm not a big Kevin Hart fan. You know, he's okay. I fuck with Cat way more than Kevin. But again, these two black men in the same field. I know I'm not for them beefing. I'm not for that. You know what I mean? I'm glad they was able to take years of disgruntled, you know, emotions and swept that shit under the rug and move on. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love it. I love that shit.
Yeah, where Mike? Where Mike at? He needed to be in there too, that moment.
Mike, who's doing
Epps.
Oh, Mike Epps, yeah. Mike, I think Mike cool with everybody. He just, it's
he
the
don't
crowd.
like Kevin.
He really don't like Kevin?
Nah, he don't like Kevin. Like him, Mike, Mike Epps, and Cat Williams really like felt like Kevin Hart stepped in and took their moment. Like they was finna be the next big comedy stars. Like stars.
But that's like the hate bug. Like even if that's the case, like I'm not hating on a nigga for taking advantage of their opportunities because I would have did the same thing in this position. You feel me? And I can't say it's plenty of food for everybody to eat. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how can you take my opportunity?
Yeah, but y'all
I
see
gotta
how
make the
Kevin
most of
was
mine.
doing it. Kevin was eating all.
Yeah, he was back to back. He was going back to back. He was getting movies and he was doing the shit. Some of the movies was okay. Some of them wasn't all that. But
he wasn't turning down
like
nothing. He was like, "Hey, you want me on the set? Okay, bro, here I am." And it made him who he is to the point where he can be the subject of the roast with the crowd he drew of different roasters. So it was like in all the different backgrounds. But even though having all those different backgrounds led to some very awkward moments and some of the joke choices and stuff.
Right.
But hey.
And that's another topic of conversation is some of the shit that was said on that roast outside of the Kevin Hart, Mike Williams beef and reconciliation is I think they had like a George Floyd joke that was controversial, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Hedgecock.
Yes, I don't know that nigga name. But yeah, he said some shit that was wild. And then again, don't get me wrong, that's comedy. Like you can't really be super sensitive when it comes to comedy, but
the joke's not funny.
Where's the line that you draw? You feel me? Like
funny.
It wasn't
no. That's the line. If it's funny,
if it's funny,
it's funny.
That's it right there.
That's the line. Funny.
Okay. I mean,
you can
certain
talk
shit
about,
is funny to certain motherfuckers, and certain shit ain't. You know what I mean? What's funny to you might not be funny to everybody.
I've heard people make jokes about God. You know, it's like that's pretty funny. Like that's fun. That's pretty funny, and that's a very serious matter.
Yeah.
It's like shit we're joking about it. Yeah, religion is not a joking matter. But they got people who their whole career is religious comedians.
Jokes, right.
Even though they're not trying to be offensive, but like, isn't that an oxymoron? You're still making fun. Even making fun with religion is making fun.
Right.
But still, like, funny is the line.
Yeah, and then
some of them jokes just wasn't
dead.
funny. I'm
right.
like, you're making a 6-year-old reference. Why? Because you're in front of a bunch of black people.
Right.
And that's the only reason why. And it wasn't funny, so
distasteful.
Very distasteful. And Kevin, you had the power to boycott all those kind of jokes.
Embraced it. And that's one thing. God don't
sitting
like
there,
it.
he and tee-hee and tee-hee and in front of them motherfuckers with them ridiculous ass racist jokes. But that's another thing about Kevin. That's Kevin.
That's Kevin for you, huh?
You promise you go with me now?
Bro, stop talking like that. You ain't going to no big city. Master ain't gonna let you.
Yeah, I'm going with or without you.
Rudy, stop talking like that. Stop.
Hey, what are you niggers doing over there?
We gotta get
out of here. Hey, what are you doing?
Run,
cut! Fantastic. I need more American slave. Okay?
That struggle.
So, yeah, the struggle.
Sort of like the dialogue, like the back and forth banner.
Absolutely, yes.
See, this role was sort of a bit cheeky. I got a little bit out of my comfort zone, you know. During the filming of this role in this character, I felt oppressed, like an American slave, like a lot of struggle. I studied the art.
A fantastic turnout on the red carpet tonight. I'm just arriving. We have Samson Dubois at the American Guild Awards.
Samson, you look great tonight. How hard was it for you to change your accent?
As a little boy from Manchester, I think, I struggled a bit with the dialect, right? But to really get into character for this quite astonishing role that I took on, to say the least, I put it all on the line.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
I'm telling you, nigga, if you fuck with my shit, I'll kill you, nigga. You'll be fucked up. Fuck.
Nigga, family.
Nigga, ain't no fucking family in this shit. We're not family, nigga. Fuck family.
Hey, cut, that's the one.
That was stunning. That was stunning.
Great performance, brother.
Great performance.
Working with a good London boy, and I bother him all the time. I had a call with the director. It was quite quintessential to the role and great character development behind it.
I put this fucking bullet in your head, nigga.
I laugh because I'm penniless and a bit quite surreal.
Samson Dubois. Samson, yo, who's the girl? Who's the girl?
What's your next
Samson
movie?
Dubois.
What's your
Samson
next
Dubois.
movie?
Yo, do you think your British accent gets you all the black bros in America? Samson,
Come on, bro. Are you serious, bro?
Do you think you're better than them?
Better than who, bro? Black people.
Yeah.
Stop.
Fucking hilarious, bro.
That nigga's crazy.
My boy Drewski done it again,
But
y'all.
he got a point though, like, cause what Idris Elba and the other nigga from Snowfall, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dimses.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? They come and they do their shit, which I'm not mad at, you know, and they do it well. I'm not, you know, I didn't know that nigga was from London until I heard the nigga talk. I'm like, hold on, I thought this was a nigga. He's not a nigga. This is not a nigga.
Like, that nigga ain't a nigga.
You
He a
feel me?
London boy.
Right. So that just goes, and I think that's
bruv.
I think that compliments, you know, to his talent because man,
Spider-Man. We don't know. We ain't talking about black people, but Spider-Man's from over there.
Which one?
The one, Tom Holland.
Oh, Tom Holland. Okay. See, I don't know. I didn't know that shit. I ain't heard the nigga talking real life.
Yeah.
You need to give me a call. I'll let that nigga. But yeah, they do it well.
To the whites too.
They do it well.
So we come over here and then we take your roles as podcasters and whatnot. I don't know that, bruv. That's my English
I don't
accent.
feel like nigga, like they actually took something from you. You know what I mean? They just took advantage of their opportunity.
They
and made
got the
most
role.
of it. Right. If you wanted it, go for it. Go get it. You know what I mean? And that's really what it come down to. So I don't like the term they took the role. They ain't take it. They just got it for themselves. Yeah, they earned it for themselves.
They earned that role, and it's funny as hell.
I'm about to start doing some auditioning. See if I can get them some shit.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Catch me on some shit.
Hey man, I'm with that. I'm gonna come with you. Come with you, man.
I can be a nigga.
I think Drewski though. I think Drewski should make his own like Dave Chappelle type show with these.
With all these skits, right?
Yeah, with all these skits.
Because he on a roll, man. He's on a fucking roll right now.
Him, whoever's writing this, if he's writing this, and write a whole bunch more of these and package them all up together all at one time and then put them out.
Get the season out.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Go viral every week for like 2 months.
I'm with it.
Every summer.
Yeah, he doing this
summer,
shit. I
every
mean, shout
spring,
out to
man.
Drewski. I mean, I'm not, I don't got nothing against the man. He's eating. Another young black man eating. So, I'm all for it. I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. And he be on this shit like he got a point. Like,
oh yeah,
he ain't lying about the shit he be posting.
Let's get into like the sports section. All these tender ass athletes.
Who done did?
NBA player called me and Gil one time. He went in the chick phone, man. She was getting slapped with a black club, with some clubs that the police use.
Billy Club.
She was getting slapped with a billy club, a bunch of them, right? Inside of the videos and shit in the joints, right? He was ready to go crazy. Gil had to talk him off a ledge. I'm like, damn, I see. No, I'm tight. He was ready to lose it all, man.
I had to give him the game, man. I said, listen, Neff.
NBA monster too.
Listen, Neff. This is what you do.
Yo, he was going crazy.
So first and foremost, you cannot put your hands on that one.
I said, do not.
Right?
Right.
Set up somewhere right now. Work out a number that you gonna give her every month. Right? You don't want this shit to go to court, Neff, because that number is going to be ridiculous.
Right.
Come to an agreement right now. Go buy the bitch a car on top of that. Throw all the way off. Damn, he giving me this and he getting me the car. It'll save you in the long run. Trust me, nigga.
Right.
And don't give a fuck who she fucking.
He was going crazy.
I said you can't give a fuck, Neff.
Right.
No.
Don't double back. Don't listen, Neff. She just threw all the hot dogs at the cookout in the pan on her face, man.
It was crazy.
Wow.
The whole pan.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it,
ain't no going back.
It's over.
Listen.
It's over.
Yeah. No, but this was so wild about
you
it.
got a child by.
Right.
Set it up. And he did that.
But Gil was taking time. This is how you know it was crazy. Because Gil he like this, just pulling laughing because he is showing the Billy Club beatings. Look, because he put him on his other phone. Look, he's screaming and shit. I'm like, yo, cuz, talkie, calm me. I'm like, Neff, we like, calm down, Neff. We like, Neff, calm down. No, I'm ready to go out. I'm ready to crash out. I'm like, no, crash out.
Right.
You getting a lot of money, man, to do layups and shit, man. Don't do that.
No, you're 100% right.
Yo, still to this day, he be like, man, that was the best shit I ever did was call you, man.
Yeah.
For real, man, I would be in jail right now. He was
crazy.
ready to kill that bitch. He seen him trying to motherfucking Mr. the Eagles locker room, getting motherfucking pieces slapped off her.
Yeah. And they young, they can't handle that.
No, you gotta understand, this is the weakest generation of niggas ever. These niggas, they catch they bitch cheat. I can't take it. What you mean you can't take it? Fuck you talking about?
She had to take it.
11 quadrillion bitches out here. What do you mean?
So they not talking about real Billy Clubs, right? Let me just get that out the way.
Yeah, no, this is not.
I can read between the lines, man, and they can't be talking about Billy Clubs for real.
No, not real Billy
Talking
Clubs.
about, yeah, I know what they talking about.
That was the meat.
Yeah,
Meat.
summer sausage.
He said that man girl was out there
doing the most
with multiple people.
Yeah,
on her phone had multiple videos of just her and other big black men.
Hey, you ain't the first and you ain't gonna be the last, motherfucker.
I said other big black men or big black men. You never know. You didn't say what race these people was, but I'm assuming by saying Billy Clubs, which are black.
Right. They talking about black men.
Yep. Could have been a white player like, yo, them niggas.
So like what they say is true, at the rate women outnumber us men. it's always plenty of fish in the sea. So you can't really jeopardize everything that you worked so hard to build up behind one instance. You know what I mean? You got to be wiser than that. You got to be more thorough than that. So I feel that 100%. Be smart by how you move. And one thing I learned, you can't put nothing past nobody, man. You can't put nothing past nobody. It can happen, and it can happen to you. You know what I mean? So, hey, with that being said, tread lightly out here, young man, when you navigating decisions with your heart and not your mind. You feel me? Tread lightly. Be very careful, because your emotions can fuck up everything. Trust me when I tell you. What that nigga Kevin Money said, stay the fuck about your feelings. Ain't no money in there. Some of the real shit I ever heard.
Man, I'm telling you. Hey, on some other feeling stuff, you know, these two big grown ass athletes was in their feelings, arguing on the internet back and forth and stuff, making good points on each other. Well, here goes a little sample of it.
There's a difference between being a star and being a star in your role. Draymond was a star in his role, one of the best at it. He talks too loose, and he talks with conceit in his voice when he tries to come at other players as if he's better than them. No. You've achieved more because you were a star in your role in a cast that Steve, the guy that hindered your career, placed you in and helped you and embraced you with a bunch of guys on a very talented team, one of the greatest teams ever assembled, that Warriors team. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame and he deserves to be it. But when you start talking and how he did with Charles, or he starts talking about me, belittling my stuff, or other players, whoa, Dre. You talk about, you need to play Nas one-on-one. But why don't you play me one-on-one, Draymond? Because you can't do no handoffs in one-on-one. You can't set no pick and roll in one-on-one.
Is that just his side, or is that Draymond gonna speak?
Nah, I only got his side up there right now, but this started with Draymond,
right?
Going on his podcast, saying that he feels like Steve Kerr may have hindered his career when it comes to offense, because after 2016, they never wrote any more plays for him once KD got there. Even after he left, they no longer ran plays for him. But he was like a pretty decent scorer before then. You feel like he could have done more in that aspect. But because they didn't want him to or ask him to,
he probably didn't have to. When you got motherfuckers like Steph and Clay, the Splash Brothers doing what they doing, and Wiggins over there and doing it, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. You're not that option, and that's okay. You still able to get a championship out the deal. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you're just looking at personal accolades, that's probably what you're talking about, personal accolades. That's not team sports, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe he got a point as far as what he's saying, but you wouldn't be a championship. If you want to be a champion, more than likely you wouldn't be a champion if he was on a different team and focusing on personal accolades, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, that's been Austin Rivers' argument back to him, and Draymond yelling back or saying back that, oh, Austin Rivers was a bust and shouldn't be talking to him. But I'm like, yo, Austin Rivers was the number one player in high school, went to a prestigious school, was the 10th overall pick, and played 11 years in the NBA. Made a lot of money. People talk about him because after like his second or third year, his original team, the fucking Hornets, sorry ass Hornets, decided not to pick him back up or whatever. And then like now, because of his high profile and his dad being who he is, it looked like teams weren't trying to pick him up. But of course, in Austin, in this interview, he explains that I had options. It was like I was just taking my time. They cut me in the middle of the season, and now it's my turn to make a decision. Right. And I was taking my time, but one of the best options was to go play for my dad in LA. Like, why not? It's like, and they're gonna pay me this much to do it. It's like, okay, cool. play with my dad behind Chris Paul and this player and this player. I'm not the star. I'm not coming in the start. You know what I mean? I was like, I feel him. I was like, I never thought he was a bad player. I just always thought NBA players was like, oh, look at this guy. He's only in the league because of that. I was like, no, he's in the league because he was the #1 recruit out of high school and a top 10 pick. And he's averaging double figures his whole career. So how many top 10 picks who average double figures in their league don't get a second, third contract? Right. So like, you guys are just being stupid.
And then I hate the whole he can't talk because he didn't do this and that. He played the same game you played on the same level you played.
Yeah.
So he has the right to talk about anything. You know what I mean? I just don't like when motherfuckers try to shut a motherfucker out because you may not have got the championships or the accolades he got. But again, he still has that experience. He still played the same game at the highest level just like you did. So he's well within his right to have any opinion on anything as far as basketball is concerned because he did that.
Yes.
I hate when motherfuckers try to discredit, you know what I mean? Discredit with a motherfucker, their opinion based off of, oh, you didn't do it the way I did it or better than I did it. Like, don't do that.
Like, you can't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do it just because, like us right here. We can't have a basketball opinion because you weren't in the NBA.
Right.
No, that would be stupid.
Right.
Like, we have an opinion. I was like, we're not. Like, as long as we're not out here claiming to be experts like that, that's when people be having shit fucked up, in my opinion. It was like, and you should, adhere to the expert opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, the experts are saying that like the fucking Louisiana Purchase was real, and not the goddamn conspiracy theory people.
That's a little inside joint. Hey. But yeah, I feel you. 100%. Most definitely.
Maybe we should listen to the experts. It was like, but
everybody got an opinion. You can decide, what you want to take from what, but I think everybody has a valid point in some sense of what they're saying.
Not everybody has a valid point.
For the most part, as long as it's factual, you speaking facts, you know what I mean? Then, there's always two sides to a coin, you feel me? So whether you agree or disagree, I'm sure there's valid points to back either end. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into this last one of the day. All right, a little sad one. We're gonna step into this one for a quick second before we get up out of here.
You gonna leave it sad?
Yeah,
let's do it then.
To a disturbing discovery, the body of Memphis Grizzlies player Brandon Clark found dead in a home. What law enforcement sources are now saying. Here's ABC's Will Reeve.
Tonight, the NBA community is mourning the death of 29-year-old Memphis Grizzlies player Brandon Clark. According to LAPD sources, Clark was found overnight dead from a possible drug overdose. His body located at a home in the San Fernando Valley. Narcotics were also found at the scene, sources say. Clark's agency confirming his death in a statement, saying in part, "We are all beyond devastated by the passing of Brandon Clark. He was so loved by all of us here and everyone whose life he touched."
Brandon Clark from Vancouver and Gonzaga University.
The Grizzlies forward was picked in the first round of the 2019 NBA draft. He played with Memphis for all 7 years of his career and signed a 4-year, $52 million extension with the team back in 2022. But Clark's career was recently plagued by injuries. He appeared in just 2 games this season. His sudden death comes just weeks after he was arrested in Arkansas near the Tennessee border and charged with possession and trafficking of a controlled substance.
And with the Grizzlies saying in a statement tonight they are heartbroken by the tragic loss of Brandon Clark, calling him an outstanding teammate and an even better person. Whit.
Will Reeve, our thanks to you.
Tragedy. Young man. A bright future,
still pretty young.
When you young and you dealing with a lot of pressure, it's difficult to navigate that shit. You lean on certain things and try to help yourself get through certain shit. Drugs is not something that you should lean on. find somebody to talk to. Find somebody who care about you. A lot of people go to that because as men, we tend to fight our battles alone. You know what I'm saying? In silence. And when we are alone, we tend to do things like drugs. You know what I mean? By ourselves. So
self-medicate.
Yeah, we self-medicate. So again, I don't condone doing any kind of drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy. But find something to lean on outside of that, because you're gonna go through trials and tribulations in this life. It's all a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let one instance or a series of events draw you to a point of death or near death. You feel me? Because it's a roller coaster. You know what I mean? Just like you got your ups, it's gonna go down. Just like it go down, it go right back up. So I know it's easier said than done, but that's not the way to go. That's not it. And it's tragic that you got a young man like him that's full of talent, a long life ahead of him, still passing away in his home alone. You know what I mean? In that kind of situation, it's tragic. It's tragic. It's sad. And it's happening all over the place. And you know what I mean? It's like a pandemic almost, if you want to say, right? Epidemic. Yeah. I don't know the different shit. You know what I'm trying to say. It's a problem. It's a problem.
It's a big problem.
So let's try to start reaching out to one another and supporting one another in our times of grief and hurt. You know what I mean? Confusion. You know what I mean? You don't got to be by yourself. You don't got to be by yourself. Know that. Try to lean on somebody or something outside of something that's as deadly as drugs. Because ain't no coming back from that. That's it. How you feel about that?
Man, it's a sad situation. Like they said, he was dealing with injuries, so a lot of times people get addicted to the drugs, right? They might have to have a surgery. He only appeared in 2 games this year. That means he had a major injury, right? So he could have been on pain pills, right? And then took too many and overdosed. Even his arrest could have been his pain pills, but like it may have been loose in his pocket. Right. No subscription in sight. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, these is narcotics. This is trafficking. You took this medicine across state lines and you ain't supposed to, and all that kind of stuff without it being labeled. All that kind of stuff,
right?
Like all kind of stuff that could put you into depression. And now you take more of the pills, or you're having bad habits of taking pills and alcohol.
Right, mixing.
Yeah. Those pills mixed with these pills. And I'm not eating right. And there's all kind of different ways we mess around and not be here. Right. Easily messing with some pills. So people be out there, be careful, be safe. Like, us here, podcast, we want to see you.
We want to see you. We want to talk good about you. We want to see you grab that big bag so we can be like, yeah, that nigga did it. Be proud of him.
We selfishly want to see you this week, next week, the week after that, and so many other. Like, sharing, subscribing, coming back, seeing us again at the Who Said That?
They Said That
podcast. And we'll see y'all next week, y'all, man.
Sayonara.
We out.